Nobody wants you around anyway, my brother sneered. Dad just said, maybe it's for the best. Elle didn't say a word, just walked out. This morning? 14 missed calls, 6 voicemails, and a message that changed everything. I'm Alex, 26. And for most of my life, I've been the quiet one in the family. The one who didn't cause drama, who kept their head down, who paid their bills, and stayed out of people's business. I wasn't the golden child. That title went to my older brother, Jeremy, 28. Loud, charming, always with a fresh story about how someone else messed him over. And somehow, Mom and Dad always bought it. They didn't see the lies. Or maybe they just didn't want to. I moved back home after college to help out when Dad's health got shaky. Paid part of the mortgage, handled groceries, took him to appointments. It was never framed as a favor, just what I thought family did. I didn't even think twice when they handed Jeremy the master bedroom because, and I quote, he's going through a lot right now. That lot turned out to be credit card debt and a failed startup that he blamed on untrustworthy partners. Still, I kept to myself. Worked remotely. Helped where I could. Cooked dinner sometimes when Mom was too tired. Paid utilities when bills slipped through the cracks. Nobody asked me to. I just did because it was home, because it was them. But things started shifting around last Christmas. Jeremy had this new girlfriend, Kayla. Polished smile that doesn't reach your eyes type. The kind who compliments your shirt then says it looks cheap. She moved in by New Year's. I wasn't asked, just came home one day and her stuff was in the bathroom next to mine. She took one look at my room, small, clean, barely decorated, and said, "Oh, humble vibes. Cute." I bit my tongue. It got worse slowly, like a dripping faucet that turns into a flood. She started hinting that I made things awkward when they had friends over, that I was too intense when I reminded them to clean up after parties, that I stared too much when they got loud during my work calls. Jeremy jumped on it, called me a buzzkill, said I needed to relax. Mom told me to try being more understanding. Jeremy's had a hard year. Dad, he just nodded along. One Sunday, I came home from grabbing groceries to find all my stuff from the bathroom dumped in a box outside my room. No warning, no note, just my razor, shampoo, and the towel my grandma gave me for graduation, shoved between crumpled toilet paper rolls. I walked into the living room, box in hand. Kayla looked up from the couch and said, "Oh, that? I just thought it'd be easier if we had one bathroom, you know? Couple privacy and all." Jeremy snickered. "Yeah, man. Chill. Use the one downstairs like a normal guest." A guest? I had lived there for 4 years. I looked at my parents. Mom didn't make eye contact. Dad turned the TV up. I said nothing. Just walked downstairs and set my stuff in the tiny, damp guest bathroom. No mirror, flickering light, cold tiles. I stared at my reflection in the window and felt nothing, not anger, not sadness, just a kind of stillness, like something in me had gone quiet. The final straw wasn't even dramatic. That's the part that stings. It was a Tuesday night. I was heating leftovers when Jeremy walked in and said casually, "You know, nobody wants you around anyway." He didn't even raise his voice, just dropped it like a passing comment. I turned to Dad, who was wiping his hands at the sink. He didn't look at me, just muttered, "Maybe it's for the best." That was it. No shouting, no throwing things, no sobbing. I put the lid on my container, grabbed my laptop from the kitchen counter, and walked upstairs. I packed what I needed in a backpack, just enough to last a few days, my birth certificate, my passport, a few clothes, laptop. I unplugged the Wi-Fi booster from my room, left the extension cord they always used for movie nights, and stepped outside without a word. I didn't even slam the door, just closed it gently behind me, and walked into the night air. I stayed at a friend's spare room that night. Ben, a guy I used to go to school with. He didn't ask questions, just handed me a pillow and said, "Take the bed. I'll crash on the couch." I barely slept. My brain was buzzing, but not with regret. It was peace. A strange kind of peace, like I'd been holding my breath for 4 years and finally exhaled. But this morning, that peace cracked. 14 missed calls, 6 voicemails. The first few were from Mom, "Honey, we didn't mean it like that. Call us back, please." The third was Jeremy slurring, probably drunk, "Bro, don't be so sensitive. It was a joke. You're always so dramatic." Then one from Dad, short, hoarse, "Call home. Now." I didn't. I scrolled instead. Facebook. Instagram. Quiet. Until I opened the family group chat. Dozens of unread messages. Photos of the living room, trashed. A shattered vase. The coffee table flipped. Then the message from Mom that made my chest tighten. "Alex, please come home. Something happened. We need you." That's when I noticed the last notification. A text from Kayla. Just 3 words, "This is on you." And suddenly, I wasn't breathing again. I stared at the screen for a long time. The message from Kayla just sat there, taunting, cold, accusatory. "This is on you." What did she mean? What happened? My mind started racing through possibilities. Did someone get hurt? Did Dad's health take a turn? Was it a bluff to reel me back in? The images in the group chat replayed like a slideshow in my head. Broken vase, flipped furniture, someone's jacket stained with what looked like wine or something darker. I tapped on the last photo, blurry, taken in a rush, but I recognized the corner of my old laptop, the one I left behind, smashed on the floor next to a cracked frame of our last family photo. My face was cut clean out of it. Ben walked in holding a mug of coffee. "You okay, man?" I nodded automatically, phone still in my hand. He glanced down and frowned. "Is that your mom?" I didn't respond. Just shoved the phone into my pocket and got up. I needed air. Outside, the morning sun was already sharp and hot, but I barely felt it. Every step down the sidewalk felt heavier. I didn't want to go back. Every instinct told me to stay away. But the part of me that still remembered family dinners and Sunday cartoons and helping Dad rake leaves in the fall, it pulled hard. I didn't go straight to the house. I walked past it 3 blocks down to the gas station where Mr. Larson still worked. He'd known me since I was a kid, used to sneak me candy bars when Mom wasn't looking. I bought a bottled tea I didn't want just for the excuse. He looked up, recognized me instantly, and gave a warm, tired smile. "Hey, Alex. Haven't seen you in a bit." "Yeah," I said. "Been staying at a friend's." His smile faded a little. "Rough night last night." I blinked. "You heard something?" He leaned in slightly. "The cops were at your place around 2 a.m. something about a noise complaint."